Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV in conjunction with Colfax High School presents Viking pregame. A look at today's Colfax Vikings girls game. And now, Viking pregame.
Good evening and welcome to the NLWN-TV studios. Rick Olson here, and tonight the 6-1 Viking girls are getting ready to take on the 4-1 Durand Panthers. The Vikings are coming off a 77-43 win over the Mondovi Buffaloes last Thursday, while the Panthers are coming off a 64-58 loss to Osseo Fairchild back on Saturday, December 4th. This game is one of the key matchups in the Dunn-St. Croix Conference and could go quite a way in determining the eventual conference champion. Coming up in this edition of Viking Pregame, we'll take a look at tonight's matchup between the Durand Panthers and the Colfax Vikings. Then we'll get Coach Serrar's perspective on tonight's game in Coach's Corner. Following that, we'll send it out to Colfax High School, where we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's game. So it's time to get ready for some exciting high school girls basketball. All that coming up right after this brief timeout. You're tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
Welcome back to Viking Pregame, where we're getting ready to bring you all the action of tonight's girls basketball game between the Durand Panthers and the Colfax Vikings. The Vikings are looking to keep things rolling following their 77-43 conference win over the Mondovi Buffaloes last Thursday. In that game, the Vikings continued their balanced scoring attack with 8 players putting up points. Leading the way for the Vikings in scoring was sophomore McKenna Shipman, who hit on 11 of 14 field goals and went 2 for 2 from the free throw line for a season high of 24 points. Following Shipman was Maddie Barstead, who also put up a season high of 19 points. Emily Bertram-Schofield contributed 7 points to the effort, while Jillian Bovey and Jasmine Best each added 6. Thus far this season, the Vikings are led in scoring by Shipman, who's averaging nearly 16 points per game. She's followed by Barstead, who's putting up over 12 points per game. Also leading contributors include Emily Bertram-Schofield with nearly 10 points per game, as well as Jasmine Best and Jillian Bovey, who are adding 6 and 5 points per game respectively. The leading rebounder for the Vikings this season is also Shipman, who's pulling down nearly 8 boards per game. She's followed by Barstead. Jeanette Hadukovic are both averaging 5 rebounds per game. At the Western Wisconsin Girls Basketball Classic held in Colfax back on December 4th, the Durand Panthers were defeated by Osseo Fairchild 64-58. In that game, the Panthers were led by senior guard Paige Auth, who hit on 4 of 7 field goals, went 4 for 5 from the free throw line, and added a 3-pointer for 15 points. She was followed by Emma Hoyt and Madison Kilbottom, who each added 11 points, and Jocelyn Carruthers, who chipped in another 9. Currently leading the way for the Panthers on this season is Kilbottom and Carruthers, who are averaging 10 points per game each. They're followed by Bentley Bauer, who's putting up 9 points per game, along with Hoyt and Auth, who add another 8 points each. The leading rebounder for the Panthers is Hoyt, who's pulling down nearly 6 rebounds per game, followed by Bauer, who's grabbing nearly 5. These teams look to be well matched, as their season averages are very close. The The Vikings hold a 3-point edge on offense and are averaging nearly 64 points per game, while the Panthers are averaging nearly 61. Defensively, the Panthers hold a 3-point edge as the Vikings are giving up just over 44 points per game, while the Panthers are surrendering only 41. Coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get the coach's perspective as we chat with Viking head coach Courtney Serrar on Coach's Corner. You're tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
Time now to see what the coaches have to say. It's Coach's Corner, what they look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. And now, Coach's Corner.
Today we're talking with Viking Girls head coach Courtney Serrar. And Coach, last Thursday, the Vikings defeated the Mondovi Buffaloes 77-43 in Game 1 of a girls-boys doubleheader. Now, due to the quick turnaround to be ready for the boys' game, we weren't able to have our usual post-game chat. So how about you filling us in on your comments about that game?
Yeah, I thought we played really well. We were able to score in transition. I thought we made, a lot of shots, which was good. And we came ready to play, which was the thing that I was the most excited about. We've been talking about, playing a complete game and how there's going to be games we play where it comes down to one possession. So we have to make sure that, we're there from the start of the game and showing that we're ready to play and that they're going to have to, do the same. And I thought we did a good job showing right from the start that, we wanted to win and we had a lot of energy and a lot of effort. And I was impressed. So the only thing I was disappointed with was I think we gave up a few too many offensive rebounds, in my opinion. So I know that's one thing I've talked to the girls about, that we have to make sure that we can't do that tonight. So,
Well, it's never a complete game unless you have a little something to work on afterwards.
Right.
Again, it was another well-balanced scoring attack. That's something the Vikings have become well known for. It's got to create headaches for opposing coaches and at the same time give you some freedoms to do the unexpected. Your thoughts about that?
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I think the bulk of our scoring comes from, Maddie and McKenna, but I also think that if you're going to try to shut those two down, then, Emily, Jazzy, Jill out of our starters are definitely going to step up. They're all capable of making shots, and Emily has proven that, she is a good scorer and can get to the hoop. And I also think that, our first couple kids off the bench are able to put the ball in the basket. I know against Mondovi, Jeanette, I think was our third leading scorer. So, it's just a comforting thing knowing that if someone else is having a bad night, then somebody else is going to step up and put the ball in the basket. So
now in that win over Mondovi, that leaves the Vikings 2-0 in the Dunn St. Croix Conference, and for the time being all alone in first place. However, tonight the Vikings are going to take on the 1-0 Durand Panthers in a game that could have a major impact on the conference race. What can you tell us about the Panthers?
Yeah, they're tough. They play, a super aggressive style of defense. They're quick all around. They love to pressure the ball. They have a pretty good press that I think has given us fits in the past. So we have to make sure, that we just do a good job right away from the start of handling their pressure. It's kind of like piranhas. If we don't do a good job at the start, it's like they smell blood and then they crank it up even more. So I told, the first, couple 5-6 minutes of the game is going to be important for us to show that, hey, we can handle your pressure and we're going to make you pay for guarding more than one person.
Now, it appears from what I've been able to find out that the Panthers starting five all have the ability to score in double figures. Now, this is real similar to the problem that the Vikings present to their opponents. What do the Vikings need to do to hold the Panthers in check?
Yeah, we just need to play our team style of defense. We have to make sure that we're communicating with each other. We have to make sure that we're rotating, and making sure we stop the ball. They all, like you said, have girls who can put the ball in the basket. So good hard closeouts are going to be key. And just making sure, like I told the girls last night in practice, we can't give up, offensive rebounds. It has to be one and done. I've seen games where, they attack the boards hard and then they kick out to a wide open three, and then that's how they've gotten their second chance points. And we know that we can't do that tonight, so we have to make sure box and rebound will be huge.
Now, last season, this was the time of year that injuries and illness started to rear its ugly head. How are the Vikings health-wise going into tonight's game?
We are healthy. No issues as far as injuries, knock on wood. So I'm hoping we can stay that way.
Yeah, knock on some handy wood there. Okay. Coach Serrar, good luck on tonight's game. Hopefully the Vikings will be able to keep that conference record unblemished.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Coach's Corner, with a look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back to Viking Pregame. The Vikings are looking to continue on their winning ways and keep their Dunn St. Croix Conference record unblemished. On the other hand, the Panthers, too, would like to keep their conference record unblemished. This is a battle of two unbeaten teams in the conference and could have a major impact on the race for the conference championship. So the stage is set for some exciting girls high school basketball action, and we'll have all of it for you right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Now, in just a moment, we'll send it out to Colfax High School, where Dan Petchow and I will bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's game between the Colfax Vikings and the Durand Panthers. That's all coming up next. You've been tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. But I need that back. No. Kevin!
You've been tuned to Viking Pregame with a look at today's Colfax Vikings girls game. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Stay tuned. Coming up next is live Colfax Viking basketball.
It happens to everyone eventually. Your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not, Slayton's Technology Services can help. When your computer decides to not cooperate, it can be very frustrating. Let Slayton's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Slayton's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Slayton's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Slayton's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
Colfax Viking basketball is on the air.
Maddie Alkie's pass gets intercepted. Barstead, she brings it back down the floor. Cuts into the lane. Jumper from the lane, nothing but net this time.
The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV proudly presents tonight's Colfax Viking Girls Varsity Basketball game.
Barstead over to the left side to Best, who puts up the three and hit it. Jasmine Best with a three-pointer. She's got 8 points.
Join us as we head out to the gym for tonight's Viking basketball.
Pass down the left side to Hajdukovic. Hook shot goes up and in. Jeanette Hajdukovic with the power forward hook.
Good evening and welcome to Colfax High School. Rick Olson here, along with Dan Petchow, Jeff Gust on the camera tonight, and we're getting ready to bring you what should be one heck of a basketball game between the Colfax Vikings and the Durand Panthers. Not a loss between them in the conference. Vikings are 2-0, Panthers 1-0. Both are picked to battle out for the conference championship all the way to the end. And this is just the start of that.
Yeah, both teams got a lot going for them right now. Colfax has to do a job, keep them off the boards. Durand isn't all that tall this year, so they cover the boards, but they got to make sure they get out on the threes.
And that's what Coach Serrar was talking about. And I'll tell you what, it sure looks like they're getting ready for national anthem and player introductions. That's going to be coming up in just a few seconds. Normally I would have Dan give you the starting lineups, but we'll let them do that from the scorers table and see how that works out. Viking Athletic Director Mike Hodel does a nice job with that. Not that Dan doesn't, he just doesn't have time today.
Only 20 seconds left.
Yeah. So we'll send it down to the scorers table for the national anthem and then the player introductions.
Place your hand over your heart to honor the flag. As the national anthem is sung by Adrian Beebe, David Paulson, and Nathan Basil.
That's our national anthem. And now back down to the scores table for the starting lineups.
He's going to tell. Just swear.
Well, how'd the JV go?
We lost 4.
And so that's the starting lineups. We'll run over those once again for you. For the Durand Panthers, Madison Sand, Madison Kilbottom, Paige Auth, Jocelyn Carruthers, and Bentley Bauer. For the Vikings, Jillian Bovey, Maddie Barstead, Emily Bertram Schofield, Jasmine Best, and McKenna Shipman. Shipman's going to be jumping center for the Vikings, and Bentley Bauer to jump center for the Panthers. Vikings will be going from left to right, and the tip is controlled by the Vikings, and Best brings it across the timeline. Feeds it over to the left side to Bertram Schofield. To Barstead, tries to feed it into the lane. Quickly recovering is Shipman, but she loses the handle, and here comes Durand. They get it down to Auth on the left side, back out high to Sand. Now between the numbers to Bauer. Over on the right side, that's Auth. Cross-court pass over to Bauer. She drives over to the elbow, kicks it back over to Auth. Auth at the top of the key, feeds it to Sand on the left side, back to Auth. Out high to Bauer. Over to Kilbottom on the left. Back over to Auth, drives to the baseline, loses the handle, but it goes off the Vikings out of bounds, and it'll be Durand ball.
Good.
Bauer to inbound it. To Kilbottom. She loses the handle, and it's off of Kilbottom. It'll be Viking ball. Barstead to inbound. Durand putting on full court pressure right away from the get-go. This is what Coach Serrar said would probably happen. Best has it now in the backcourt. And she loses the handle, and stolen by Sand. Sand on the dribble in the forecourt on the left side. Gets it out to Kilbottom. Takes it between the circles. Over to Bauer on the right. Back over to Auth on the left. Now this is back over to Sand on the right. High, wide, and right. To Carruthers. Auth, and then a three-pointer goes up from Kilbottom, is no good. And the Vikings come down the floor. And we have a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on Madison Sand. It's the first personal on her. First personal on Durand. First personal on anybody. Bovey to inbound. Best has it. Takes it across the timeline. Feeds it over to Barstead. To Bertram Schofield on the left. Drives to the elbow. Gets it to Bovey between the circles. Over to Barstead. Now over to the right side to Bertram Schofield. Takes it to the lane. Spins, looking for somewhere to go. Feeds it underneath the Shipman. His shot is no good, and Durand comes down with it. Kilbottom across the timeline. Gets it over to Auth. Auth across to Bauer. She's got it between the circles. Then over to Auth. Or check that's Carruthers. Then to Sand. To Bauer on the left. To Auth. High, wide, and left. Bauer has it. Gets it over to the right side to Carruthers. She kicks it back out to Kilbottom. To Bauer. Over to Carruthers. This is Auth with it. Gets it to Sand. Sand drives to the lane. Kicks it out to Carruthers. Three-pointer on the way is no good. Shipman with the rebound. Feeds it out to Bovey. Bovey across the timeline. To Barstead. Barstead out to Bertram Schofield. Drives the baseline. Puts a shot up. It's no good. Put back by Shipman is good, and the Vikings take a 2-0 lead. Defensive struggle so far for both teams. Carruthers gets it over to Bauer on the right side. Then out to the top of the key. That's Auth. She gets it to Sand on the left. Back out to Bauer at the top of the key. Feeds it over to Carruthers. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Shipman chases down the loose ball. Gets it to Barstead. Barstead quickly across the timeline. Gets to the free throw line. Feeds it out to Bertram Schofield on the left side. She loses the handle, and Durand has it.
Trying to come back down the floor is Kilbotton, and she goes out of bounds with it.
Yeah, good job by Maddie Barstad there. Sealed off the edge.
Olivia Breedung into the lineup for Durand. Best has it, high, wide, and left. She takes it out between the circles, gets it over to Bovey on the right side. Back over to Shipman on the left three-pointer, nothing but net! McKenna Shipman with the three. And the Vikings are up 5-0. Carruthers feeds it over to Weisenbeck. To Kilbotton, then over to Breedung, and then they get it out to Carruthers. Kilbotton with it, spins, tries to go to the lane, can't, gets it out to Breedung. Now they get it over to the right side to Emily Hoyt. Out high to Breedung. Now down into the left corner to Carruthers. Carruthers takes it to the lane, kicks it out to Hoyt. Hoyt loses the handle as she tries to put it up, was partially blocked, and down the floor comes Emily Bertram Schofield, pulls up in the lane, it doesn't go. Shipman tries to go back up with it and got fouled on the way up. McKenna Shipman to the line to shoot two. Foul is on Jocelyn Carruthers, her first second team foul on the Panthers. McKenna Shipman. First shot on the way, nothing but net. Second shot is up. Rattles around and out. Rebound taken down by Kilbotton for Durand, and she brings it down the floor. She's harassed by Barstead. Finally, she gets it over to Oth. Or check that, that's not Oth, that's Dippenbrock. Now they get it over to the right side to Kilbotton. Now to the left side. This is Weisenbeck. Back out high. Breedung with it. Out high, the shot goes up. It's no good. Rebound. Tapped and off the Vikings. Shot was by Breedung.
Colfax is doing a good job keeping them off the boards, making them take some risky shots outside.
Although Durand does like to shoot the three. Inbound pass to Kilbotton. Vikings challenge that pass pretty nicely too. They get it over to the right side. Weisenbeck. Then they get it out high to Breedung. The three-pointer on the way is no good by Kilbotton. Emily Bertram Schofield, and the ball went out of bounds off of her. She was trying to beg the call from the official.
Probably could have went both ways.
Hajdukovic in, Olsen in, and I believe it's Hydorn. Into the lane, rolls around, does not go. Olsen high with a rebound, and she got fouled. The foul is going to be on Breedung. Third, I'll check that. Foul's on Kilbotton. It's Kilbotton's first. Third team foul on Durand. Hydorn with it. Changes direction in the backcourt, comes across the timeline. She's on the left side, and they're going to call a foul. And that's a foul on Brittany Dippenbrock. Her first personal, fourth team foul. Vikings on top, 6-0. Inbound pass to Best. Best takes it to the free throw line, backs out. Ball gets knocked loose, picked up by Barstead. Barstead drives into the lane, puts the shot up, it does not go. Rebound by Hajdukovic, gets it back out to Barstead. Barstead feeds it into the lane, tries to get it to Best, didn't see it coming, and Durand has it. Down the floor they come. Weisenbeck has it, gets it back out high to Breedung. To Weisenbeck, shot goes up, no good. Rebound, chased out of bounds, and it's off the Vikings. I believe it was off Hydorn. 11:35 to go in the first half. Bauer to inbound for Durand. Pass comes into Kilbottom. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound by the Vikings. Best across the timeline. She's at the right elbow. Cross-court pass to Hajdukovic. Feeds it down underneath the Barstead. Turnaround jumper comes up short. Hajdukovic knocks it back in bounds. Scrambled 4 on the floor. We're going to get a jump ball called. Olsen tied up Bauer, and it's going to be a jump ball.
Colfax had a little trouble at the beginning on the outside. They're going to go big with Hajdukovic and Olsen.
Down the floor comes Madison Sand. She's got it high, wide, and right. Feeds it over to Bauer between the circles. Back over to the right side to Hoyt. Now back to the left to Kilbottom to Bauer. Back out to Hoyt. Bauer has it. Back over to Weisenbeck to Bauer. Bauer high, wide, and right. This is Weisenbeck, drives the baseline, can't get anything to go. She rolled with it while she had it on the floor. That's a traveling call. And it'll be Viking ball. Vikings still leads 6-0. Best with it, being hounded in the backcourt. Takes it across the timeline, feeds it to Olsen underneath, lays it up, she missed it. And down the floor come the Durand Panthers. Bauer gets it over to Weisenbeck. Then to Hoyt. Back out high to Auth. To Bauer on the right. Pass was intended for Hoyt, but a little bit overthrown and out of bounds. It'll be Viking ball. Shipman to inbound for the Vikings. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul.
Should be a number 10 for Durand.
Madison Sand, that's her second personal. 5th team foul. She basically ran over Bovey. Ball comes into Olsen. She's got it high, wide, and right. Gets it over to Highorn. Then they get it back out to Olsen. Puts up the 3. She hit the three-pointer! Ainsley Olsen with the three-pointer. Down the floor come the Panthers. Vikings on top, 9-0. Auth with it on the right side. Feeds it to the baseline. They kick it back out to Auth and to Bauer. Bauer takes it down the right side of the lane. Lays it up and in. Durand finally gets on the board with 9:33 remaining. And down the floor come the Vikings. They feed it to Olsen. Feeds it underneath the Shipman. Gets it to Hajdukovic and she lays it in.
Yeah, good ball movement by Colfax.
Durand has it off between the circles. Over to the left side to Hoyt. They get it down. Hoyt takes it down into the lane. We're going to get a whistle and a foul as she went up. Foul's going to be on Olsen. That's her first personal. And the free throw is up and good by Hoyt. It's also the first team foul on the Vikings. Bertram Schofield back in, along with Bovey. Shot goes up, and the second free throw is also good. 11-4, Vikings on top. Kilbottom back into the lineup for Durand. Ball gets inbounded to Bovey. She's got pressure on her in the backcourt. Working her way up. She gets it across the timeline. Bovey dribbles down the right side of the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound, tipped around, comes away with it by Durand. Down the floor they come. Bauer with it on the right side, gets it across to Oth on the left. Over to the other Oth, and that shot goes up and in. Three-pointer by Chloe Oth. Down the floor come the Vikings. Best with it, drives the baseline. She stepped out of bounds. It's going to be Durand ball.
Colfax getting a little sloppy right now.
Say that again, Den?
Is it Colfax getting a little sloppy right now? Probably getting a little tired. We'll see if Coach calls a timeout.
11-7. Vikings on top. Ball stolen by Barstead. She lays it up. No good. Rebound. Durand had it, but she lost her footing, lost the ball out of bounds, and it'll be Vikings ball. 8:12 to go in the first half. Best with it. In the right corner. Drives the right baseline. Lays it up. It goes in.
Jasmine Best with 2.
13-7. Barstead covering Oth. Oh, no, Oth has it now. Drives on the left side of the lane. Now they get it over to Chloe Oth. It's the other Oth with the ball right now is Paige Oth. Gets it out to Bauer, to Kilbottom, to Chloe. Chloe drives to the free throw line. Gets it out to Bauer. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound taken away by Bovey to Bertram Schofield. She drives it across the timeline to the free throw line. Down the right side of the lane. Tries to pass it underneath. She tried to go through a few too many purple bodies there.
Yeah, she should have just went up with her.
Durand with it. Chloe Oth, another three-pointer on the way. It's no good. And the Vikings come down the floor. Best has it. She's at the top of the key. To Barstead. Tries to feed it underneath to Bovey. Puts up the shot. No good. Chloe Oth with the rebound, and we're going to get a whistle underneath.
Probably on 22. No.
No, the foul is on Bovey. It's her first personal. Second team foul on the Vikings. Hydorn into the lineup. Vikings putting on full court pressure. Kilbottom has it. She gets it over to Hoyt. Takes it across the timeline, covered by Bertram Schofield. Pass goes to Weisenbeck. Over to Kilbottom on the left side. Kilbottom drives to the left side of the lane, puts a shot up. It's no good. Rebound by Durand. They kick it out to Chloe Oth. She puts a two-pointer up and in. 13-9, Vikings by 4. Best with it. Takes it across the timeline. Gets the pass over to Hydorn. Gets it to Barstead, and we're going to get a whistle underneath. Before the shot went up, falls on Breedung. First personal, 6th team foul. Means the Vikings will be in the bonus from here on out. Inbound pass to Bertram Schofield. She's got it at the right elbow. Gets it out to Hydorn. Hydorn down to the right baseline. Feeds it underneath to Shipman, who lays it up and in.
McKenna's got 8.
Down the floor come the Panthers. Ball gets tapped out of bounds off of Best. And Best was kind of shaking her head like, oh, darn. But she disrupted the offense. You know, that's a good move anyway. Durand trying to inbound it, and we get a 5-second call. Viking defense sticking like glue. Barstead inbound.
Yeah, Viking defense in the first half is holding them together.
Off into the lineup for Kilbottom. That's Pageoff who came into the lineup. Best across the timeline. Drives down the right side of the lane. Kicks it back out to Barstead. Three-pointer on the way. Off the back of the iron. No good. Whistle and a foul underneath. And I think it's going to be a foul on Durand. It is. It's a foul on Bredung. Second personal. That's a 7th team foul, so Emily Bertram-Schofield at the line. Shot is off the front of the iron, no good. And Durand comes down with it. Pageoff gets it across the timeline to Weisenbeck. Down into the corner to Hoyt. Back out to Bredung. Down into the corner to Cloyoff. To Pageoff. To Bredung. To Chloe. To Page at the top of the key. Over to Hoyt. To Weisenbeck. Over to Page. Page drives to the free throw line. Feeds it over to the right side to Weisenbeck. Back out to Page.
Good job by Colfax right now.
Page with it. High widen right or left. Right. To Chloe. They lost the handle, but Chloe chased it down. Weisenbeck. This is Hoyt. Back out to Page. Page with it. Fans coming alive because of some terrific defense being shown by the Vikings. This is Page. Drives the lane, puts a shot up, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Pageoff to go to the line. Fouls on Emily Bertram-Schofield. That's her first personal. 3rd team foul on the Vikings. First shot is up and good. Vikings by 5 right now. Olsen and Hajdukovic are in. Shipman also in. Shot goes up. Second one rattles around out. Bovey with it and gives it to Best, who brings it through the center circle. She's at the top of the key. Spins. Back out to the top of the key. To Shipman on the right side. Drives onto the right side of the lane. No good with that shot. And Durand comes down the floor. 4:01 to go. Pass goes over to the right side to Bredung. Back out high to Bauer. To Kilbotten on the left. She put up the 3 and hit it. Durand has cut the lead to 2, 15-13. Pass gets over to the left side to Best. She gets it to Shipman on the right. Shipman tries to drive into the lane. They're going to call an offensive foul on Shipman. She did lay it in, but an offensive foul. Dan's giving me a funny look.
Yeah, I don't know if Durand was set on that one.
I was going to say, were her feet planted? Coming down the floor is Bauer, or check that, that's Hoyt. Now Bauer has it. They get it out high to Bredung. Over to the right side. That's Hoyt. Then over to Bredung on the left. To Bauer, drives into the lane. Ball gets stolen by the Vikings. Best has it. Best across the timeline. Takes it down the right side of the lane. Tries to go underneath with it. Goes off the foot of a Durand Panther out of bounds. Inbound pass to Hajdukovic. Ball gets knocked away. Down the floor comes Durand. Long shot, no good. Rebound, chased down. Durand gets it. Kilbotten thought about the 3. Now they get it over to Carruthers. Back out high to Bauer. Ball gets tipped going to Kilbotten on the left side. She dribbles to the left side of the lane, spins, kicks it out to Bauer, to Oth, to Carruthers down in the right corner. Back out to Paige Oth, to Bauer. Shot goes up by Kilbottom, three-pointer, she hit it, and Durand has moved into the lead, 16-15. Cross-court pass over to Best. She takes it across the timeline. Feeds it over to the right side to Bovey. Out high to Olsen. Olsen takes it down the left side of the lane, gets it out to Shipman. Drives into the lane, gets it out to Best. She puts up the shot, no good. Olsen with the rebound, tied up, and we have a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Vikings.
Colfax has to take advantage of Ainsley Olsen right now down underneath. As I say,
Durand on a 14-6 run.
As I say that, they take her out.
Best has it. Out high to Bovey. Then to Shipman. Drives in. Puts it up. No good. Gets her own rebound. Puts the shot up. No good. Gets a rebound again. They get it out. Bovey puts it up. Hits a three-pointer. Jillian Bovey with the three. Vikings back on top. 18-16. Paige Oth with it. She gets it high, wide, and right to Bauer. To Carruthers. To Oth. Back out to Kilbottom. To Bauer. Loses the handle, and the Vikings have it. Down the floor they come. Best on the dribble. Feeding it over to the left side. Shot is no good. Battle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it's off of Durand. .53 seconds to go in the first half, and we've had a wild one. Bovey to inbound. Barstead with it on the right side. She takes it up to the free throw line, spins in the lane, feeds it over to Shipman. Shipman puts a shot up, no good. Rebound, tipped around, taken away by Durand. Down the floor comes Kilbottom. She feeds it over to Bauer.
See if they play. See if they play for one.
Over to the left side. Kilbottom lays it up and in. We're tied at 18. 20 seconds to go. And down the floor comes Best. She loses her footing, and they're going to call a timeout by the Vikings. We have a timeout on the floor. Finally, we can get an ad in. We're all tied at 18. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Are your animals feeling a little under the weather? Give the nice folks at Colfax Animal Hospital a call. Bruce Buckley is just what the doctor ordered it. In fact, he is the doctor, and he's ready to help. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Give them a call at 715-962-3380.
Back here at Colfax High School. And Dan, we got a dandy.
Yeah, both teams playing great defense here in the first half.
We're tied at 18 with 13 seconds left. Vikings inbound the ball. Best with it. 10 seconds remaining. Takes it over to the right side. Feeds it over to Bovey. Takes it into the lane, loses the handle. Can't quite control it. Durand has it, and that's the end of the first half. We're tied at 18. And we got Viking halftime coming up in just a minute. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When it comes to your finances, security is just so important. Dairy State Bank's online banking and mobile app offers dozens of new and enhanced real-time alerts. Whether an ATM withdrawal is made or a login to your account failed, you'll instantly know. So now, the technology that makes it easier to manage your money is also making it safer. Visit dairystatebank.com or Call to learn more. Dairy State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Dairy State Bank.
Anderson Bridges, located in Colfax, Wisconsin, has been manufacturing prefabricated steel truss bridges since 1989. With hundreds of bridges supplied nationwide, we suspect you've crossed our path. It may have been on a pedestrian or bicycle bridge, or how about a snowmobile, ATV, or golf course bridge? Anderson Bridges is likely to have manufactured it. Founded in 1989, Anderson Bridges has been a family-owned company since its beginning and are proud to support the Colfax Vikings.
On those days when you're hankering for something that's delicious and nutritious, simply stop by FitFam Nutrition in Colfax. They serve Herbalife meal replacement shakes, metabolism-boosting teas and protein coffees. They taste as good as they sound, and they're healthy. Come and visit the Bentons and let them prepare for you a simply sweet treat, or something for the chocoholic or coffee lover in you. FitFam is a slam dunk. That's FitFam Nutrition, complete with one-on-one wellness coaching and business opportunities. 1020 University Avenue in Colfax.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Time now for Viking Halftime with this week's edition of Viking Profile and the Colfax High School Report. That's all coming up following this brief timeout.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
Time now for Viking Profile, where we take a closer look at one of the Colfax Viking players. And now, Viking Profile.
Today on Viking Profile, we're talking with McKenna Shipman. And McKenna, you are a sophomore here at Colfax High School, is that correct? Yep. Now, McKenna, we know that you play basketball, but what are some other things, or are you involved in other things at school?
Yeah, I play volleyball and softball.
Okay, it'll keep you pretty busy year-round then, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when did you start playing basketball, and what kind of an experience has it been for you?
I started playing in 2nd grade, and it's been fun.
Okay, good, good. But you don't ever do anything without learning things. So what is the most important thing that you have learned from basketball?
Just to communicate with other people and just have fun with it.
So when you're not playing basketball, and I know that takes up a lot of time when in season, what are some other things that you do to keep yourself occupied and busy?
Be with family mostly, and lots of homework.
Okay, do the student athlete thing, right?
Yep.
Okay, all right. All right, we got a few rapid fire questions for you. The first one, pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
Cake.
What kind?
There's not one.
Okay, all right. All right, so you don't care if it's a chocolate or spice cake or whatever. You'll just dive in.
Yep.
All right. Your favorite color and why?
Blue, probably because I just like the shade.
Okay, all right. Now, if you could have a superpower, what would it be and why?
Probably invisibility.
Okay, why would that be important to you?
I don't really have a reason. I think it would just be funny.
Okay, all right. Now, if you have a superpower, then of course you have to have a superhero name to go with it. So what's McKenna's superhero name?
I don't know.
Well, you know, if it's invisible, then we shouldn't see you and we wouldn't know you were there anyway, so you really wouldn't have to have a superhero name. And besides that, superheroes have a secret identity, and so we can't know that McKenna Shipman's really a superhero, you know, right?
Yep.
Okay, all right. What's your favorite NBA or WNBA team?
I like the Bucks.
Okay, it'd be pretty hard not to like the Bucks after last season. How about your favorite collegiate team?
Probably Baylor or UConn.
All right. Okay. Now we're talking with McKenna Shipman here on Viking Profile. And McKenna, what are your plans for after high school? I know you're only a sophomore, so you got plenty of time.
Yeah, that's undecided yet. I have no clue.
Okay, no leanings or anything?
Nope.
Okay. And how about a shout out to your family?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I love you and thank you for supporting me always.
All right. Hey, when people watch Viking games, where will they find you on the floor?
Probably a small forward or a post.
Okay. All right. But anybody who can put the ball in the hole, right?
Yep.
That's the key to the whole thing. All right. We want to thank McKenna Shipman for joining us today on Viking Profile. Coming up next, more Viking Halftime.
You've been listening to Viking Profile. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is him. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that he's a good person. It's okay to make mistakes. As long as it's coming from love, it starts to work itself out.
Time now for the Colfax High School Report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School.
The Colfax Vikings athletics had another busy week last week with the boys basketball team having 3 games, the girls had 1, and the wrestlers had a dual meet and a tournament. The Viking boys went 1-2 last week with a dominating 65-37 win over Glenwood City on Tuesday. Then the boys dropped 2 exciting and close games on Thursday and Saturday. On Thursday, the boys were defeated by Mondovi 67-64, and on Saturday at the Northwest Tip-Off Classic at UW Stout, they were defeated by the Chippewa Falls McDonald Central Mats 68-61. Following those games, the boys have a record of 2 wins and 3 losses. They are 1-1 in the Dunn St. Croix Conference. The Viking girls continued their winning ways in the Dunn St. Croix Conference with an impressive 77-43 victory over the Mondovi Buffaloes. Now that leaves the girls with a record of 6 wins and 1 loss on the season, 2-0 in the Dunn St. Croix Conference. The Bloomer Colfax Wrestlers defeated Regis Altoona in a dual meet last Thursday, 43-42. Then on Saturday, they competed in the 32-team Eau Claire North Invitational. The Grapplers had 7 wrestlers place in that tournament and were led by second-place finishes at 152 and 160 pounds, Luke Blanchard and Bowen Rothbauer. This week, the Viking girls will host the Durand Panthers on Tuesday, travel to Boyceville to take on the Bulldogs on Friday the 17th. We will have both of those games on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. The Viking boys will host the Durand Panthers on Thursday. We will also have that game on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. The Bloomer Colfax wrestling team will travel to Osseo for a dual meet on Tuesday against Osseo Fairchild Augusta Fall Creek. Now, coming up next week, all 3 teams are in action in spite of the holiday break beginning. The Viking boys will host the Augusta Beavers on Monday the 20th, while the Viking girls will travel to Ladysmith to take on the Lumberjills on Tuesday the 21st. We will carry both games on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV with Viking pregame beginning at 6:55 p.m. On Tuesday, the Bloomer Colfax Wrestlers will travel to Northwestern High School in Maple to take on the Tigers in a dual meet. The Wrestlers will also participate in the Northern Badger Tournament at River Falls High School on December 29th and 30th. In other school news, the annual holiday vacation will begin on Thursday, December 23rd and run through Monday, January 3rd. And that's what's happening for the week of December 12th through the 18th at Colfax High School.
You've been tuned to the Colfax High School Report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School. Stay tuned. Coming up next is more Viking halftime and then second half action.
And we don't have more Viking halftime. We have
second half action. Getting ready to start. Durand to inbound the ball. And they get it into Sand. Durand now moving left to right. To Carruthers, then over to the left side to Kilbottom. To Oth. Drives down the baseline, and she walked with it. Kind of lost the handle. She re-grabbed it and then took an extra step. Durand putting on full court pressure. Bovey with it for the Vikings. In the backcourt. She gets it up across the timeline. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and they're saying it's off of Bovey. So Durand with it. Kilbottom over to the right side to Carruthers. To the right corner to Kilbottom. Drives the right baseline, puts it up, no good. Rebound. And we've got a whistle. And if they hadn't called over the back, and they didn't.
That was definitely over the back. But
and they did not call over the back on her.
But backwards over the back.
Right. So down the floor come the Vikings. Best with it on the right side. Gets it into the right corner to Barstead. Takes it back out high. Gets it to Bovey. Takes it into the lane to Bertram Schofield. Puts it to the floor. Turns, puts it up. Does not get it up all the way up. And down come the Durand Panthers. Across the timeline. Kilbottom gets it over to Sand. Sand out between the circles. Over to Bauer. Back out to Oth. To Carruthers on the right. Or on the left. Out to Kilbottom, three-pointer on the way and good. So Durand up by 3. 21-18. Down the floor comes Barstead. Feeds it over to Best. Almost loses control. Gets it to Shipman. Tries to feed it across into the lane, and it's out of bounds off of Durand. You know, Dan, we were talking about this during halftime. In the first 9:33 of the game, Vikings were up 9-2.
Yep.
In the last 9 minutes of the game, Durand outscored the Vikings 16-9, and that's how we ended up 18-18 at halftime.
Durand found a rhythm at the end of the first half.
Bertram Schofield drives into the lane, turns around, puts it up, and it goes in. Boy, that hit just about every part of the rim before it went in. 21-20, Durand on top. Carruthers with it, high, wide, and right. Gets it over to Oth. Then she feeds it to Sand, goes into the lane, it goes up and good. 23-20. Vikings have the ball. Bovey with it, and she gets bumped. It's going to be a foul on Oth. That's the first personal on Oth. First team foul on Durand.
Yeah, I don't think Oth liked the push out by Jillian.
So Bovey to inbound it. Best has it now. High, wide, and left. Takes it over between the circles. Feeds it over to the right side to Bertram Schofield. Back over to Best. Puts up the three. No good. Rebound taken away by Durand. Down the floor comes Weisenbeck. Gets it over to Bauer. Now to Oth in the left corner. Back out high to Weisenbeck. Shot goes up and no good. Barstead with the rebound coming down the floor for the Vikings. Across the timeline. Feeds it over to Bertram Schofield on the left side. Drives the baseline. Gets into the lane. Turns around. Puts it up and in. Emily Bertram Schofield with 2. 23-22. Durand by 1. 14:38 to go. Oth with it on the left side. Gets it down to Weisenbeck in the corner. Back out to Oth. Oth high, wide, and left. Cross court pass to Sand on the right side. To Bauer. She's out between the circles. to Oth. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound by Bovey. Feeds it off to Best. Down the floor come the Vikings looking to take the lead.
Let's see if they go back.
It gets it out to Barstead. To Bovey. Three-pointer! Jillian Bovey hit the three.
She's
25-23.
She's got 6.
Bauer gets it to Sand. They're on the left side. Tries to drive into the lane. Gets broken up by Shipman. But Durand gets it off. Feeds it over to the right side, or left side. Now Bauer has it. Drives to the lane. Puts the shot up. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Barstead. And down the floor she comes. Spins. She's at the elbow. Gets it out to Bovey. To Best. To Bertram Schofield. Drives to the lane from the left side. Lays it up and in. Emily Bertram Schofield with a hot hand. 27-23. Vikings on top. Off with it to Bauer, and we have a timeout call. A timeout by the Durand Panthers with the Vikings on top. 27-23. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV, and Viking TV.
Are your pooch's proportions putting on pounds? Or is your kitty's constitution constantly complaining? Well, stop by and see the friendly folks at the Colfax Animal Hospital. Dr. Bruce Buckley and his staff will be happy to help you get your family friend back on the road to healthy living. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Call them at 715-962-3380.
Back here at Colfax High School, Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow. Jeff Gust on the camera. Eager to get to warmer climes after this game is over. At least he's hoping so. Kilbottom with it at the top of the key, puts up the three off the front of the iron. Hajdukovic comes down with it, but we're going to get a jump ball. Scrapping for it in there is Olivia Bredung for Durand. She tied up Hajdukovic, and possession arrow in favor of the Vikings. Hydorn with it. Cross court pass to Best. She's on the right side, high, wide, and right. Gets it out to Hydorn between the circles. Hydorn spins, gets it over to Best on the right. Feeds it into the lane to Olson. Olson gets it out to Hydorn. To Best. Best takes it into the lane, spins, moves, puts it up. It is no good, but she draws the foul. We're going to get a push off underneath, and the foul is on Kilbottom. It's her second personal.
Colfax finding their way in to the paint.
First shot by Best off the back of the iron. Second shot on the way. It's also off the back of the iron. Carruthers with the rebound. And down the floor come the Durand Panthers. Wiesenbeck. Now they get it over to Kilbottom on the right side. She's high, wide, and right. She backs out. Gets it to Carruthers on the right wing. Now over to Hoyt. Back to Wiesenbeck. Bredung gets it to, well, now they get it to Wiesenbeck down in the corner. Now to Kilbottom, drives the lane, puts it up and in. 27-25, Vikings up by 2. Best brings it down the floor. Best takes it down to the right corner, drives the right baseline, puts the shot up, and it goes in. 29-25.
Holes are starting to open in that Durand defense.
Panthers have it, high, wide, and left. They get it to Hoyt from the left corner. Shot's no good. Rebound chased down by Best. Down the floor they come. The Vikings with the ball. Best drives into the lane, lays it up, it goes in, and she drew the harm. Jasmine Best to go to the line for the +1.
Carly Weisenbeck on the foul.
That's her first personal. Third team foul on the Panthers. Best shot is on the way. It's good. 32-25. Vikings up by 7.
Jasmine's got 7.
Panthers take it down into the right corner. They get it out to Hoyt. Hoyt drives the right baseline, tries to feed it across right into the hands of Best. Best brings it down the floor quickly, puts on the brake, spins around on the right side, gets it to Olsen. Olsen down in the right corner, and timeout called by the Vikings. So we have a timeout on the floor. Vikings on top, 32-25. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV, and Viking TV.
When it comes to your finances, security is just so important. Dairy State Bank's online banking and mobile app offers dozens of new and enhanced real-time alerts. Whether an ATM withdrawal is made or a login to your account failed, you'll instantly know. So now, the technology that makes it easier to manage your money is also making it safer. Visit dairystatebank.com or call to learn more. Dairy State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Dairy State Bank.
And we're back here at Colfax High School. Olsen to inbound for the Vikings. Gets it out to Best, but it gets tapped away by Bredong. And Durand has it. Down the floor they come. Kilbottom with it through the center circle. Feeds it over to the right side to Chloe Oth. Down to Kilbottom in the right corner. She brings it out high, takes it down into the lane, drives. We're going to go with a whistle and a foul. She's going to go to the line for 2. And the foul is going to be on Best. That's her first personal. First team foul on the Vikings. Kilbottom's shot is off the iron, no good.
Colfax goes big. Olsen and Hajdukovic.
Second shot on the way, and that one rattles in. 32-26, Vikings up by 6. Heidorn with it. Bring it down the floor. Doesn't have it. Ball gets picked out of her pocket. Chloe puts up the shot, but she got fouled on the way up. Chloe Oth going to the line for 2.
Foul should be a Maddie Barsted. See if it is.
It is. It's her first personal. Second team foul. I heard the slap all the way up here. First shot is good. Chloe Oth, a freshman for the Durand Panthers. Into the lineup comes McKenna Shipman. Maddie Barsted takes a break. Second shot on the way. It's also good. Vikings by 4.
Chloe Oth, 7.
Best bringing it up off down the floor. Tries to feed it down into the corner to Shipman. Ball got tipped. And out of bounds, so it's going to be Viking ball in the corner. Ball goes into Hajdukovic. She puts the shot up, got fouled on the way up. Shot did not go, but she's going to the line for 2.
To be on number 14.
Emma Hoyt. And that's her first personal. 4th team foul on the Panthers. First shot. Yeah, they needed to move the whole rig about 3 feet closer. Came up a little bit short that time.
Yeah, they better measure that rim.
Next shot is up off the back of the iron this time. She needed to be somewhere in between those 2 shots. Kilbottom down the floor. Feeds it over to Chloe Oth. Back over to Kilbottom between the circles. She's still on the dribble. Takes it to the top of the key. Gets it over to Bauer. High, wide, and left. Over to Sand on the right side. To Kilbottom out high. Kicks it back out to Sand. Cross-court pass to Bauer. Bauer drives into the lane. Puts the shot up. It's no good, but she's going to go to the line. I think it's going to be on Olsen. It's either going to be Olsen or... Yes, foul's on Olsen. It's her second personal. Third team foul on the Vikings. It was either going to be her or Hajdukovic. First shot by Bauer. It's good. Back of the iron and down. 32-29. 9:43 to go in the game. Second shot is good. 32-30. Vikings coming down the floor. Bovee with it. Gets it to the top of the key to the free throw line. Turns around. Gets it out to Shipman on the right side. Shipman drives to the lane. Tries to feed it across over to Hajdukovic. Durand tips it and they come away with it. Kilbottom to Bauer. Cross-court pass to Kilbottom. High, wide, and right. She takes it down the right side. Ball gets knocked away by Bertram Schofield. Feeds it up to Shipman. Shipman takes it down the right side. Puts a shot up. And it goes in! McKenna Shipman. 34-30. Vikings on top. Sand with it to Bauer at the top of the key. Over to the right side to Hoyt. Hoyt out to Bauer. To Hoyt in the lane. Shot gets blocked by Olsen. She grabs the ball, gets it over to Bovee, who brings it down across the timeline, takes it down the right side of the lane. Feeds it into the lane. Intended it for Shipman, missed her, but picked up by Hajdukovic. Gets it out to Olsen, feeds into the lane. Ball's loose on the floor. Kilbottom comes away with it. And down comes Durand. Bauer with it, drives the right side. Feeds it out high, it's out of bounds. So it'll be Viking ball. Olsen and Hajdukovic take a break. Bertram Schofield back in there. Barstead back in there. Best with it. Takes it across the timeline. Bertram Schofield on the left side, drives into the lane, puts it up, no good. And we have a whistle as Emily Bertram Schofield was going up. Foul is on Sand. That's her third personal, 15 foul on Durand. And Emily Bertram Schofield is shooting two. First one off the front, off the back, and down. Second shot is up. Nothing but net that time.
Emily's got a
36-30, Vikings on top. Carruthers gets it over to the left side to Oth. That's Paige Oth. Out to Sand, and she got her pocket picked by Barstead. Barstead takes it down the lane, turns, puts it up, no good. Bertram Schofield with the rebound, she put it in. And we have a timeout on the floor with 7:37 to go. Vikings 38, Panthers 30. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV, and Viking TV.
Simplify your life. Pleasant Valley Properties provides affordable housing and homes in communities in Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Nebraska. They have staff available to help you locate the home that best meets your needs and desires, as well as service staff that maintains the properties. Contact Pleasant Valley Properties at 715-226-6200. Call today and let them help you get into the home of your dreams. That's Pleasant Valley Properties, 301 Bremer Avenue in Colfax.
When you've checked that hayfield and find it's time to harvest, give a call to Aaron's Custom Baling. Aaron will provide you with 4x5 net-wrapped round bales. He can even give your bales that spruced up look with select custom netting if you'd like. Serving Western Wisconsin, that's Aaron's Custom Baling. Call 715-202-0118.
Back here at Colfax High School, a lot of defense being played today. Durand brings the ball down the floor. Vikings up by 8. I believe that may be their largest lead of the night. Well, they did have a 9-0 lead before Durand finally scored. Panthers have it in the left corner. They get it out to Pageoff, then over to Kilbottom, over to Sand, high, wide, and left, to Chloe Oth at the top of the key. She drives down the lane, got her pocket picked by Barstead. Barstead down the left side of the lane. Feeds it out to Best, puts up the 3 off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound chased out of bounds. That's going to be Viking ball. It went off Chloe Oth. Bovey to inbound. She gets it out to Best. Best feeds it over to Barstead. Drives down the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound tipped around, and the Panthers come away. Kilbottom, high, wide, and right. Over to the left side to Chloe Oth to Sand in the left corner. Back out to Paige Oth at the top of the key. Then down into the right corner, shot goes up by Kilbottom, is no good, and the Vikings have it. Best down the floor. Takes it down the right side of the lane, gets it out to Shipman, puts up the 3, no good. Rebound by Bertram Schofield, shot goes up, no good, and Durand comes away with it. Kilbottom on the dribble. Across the timeline, over to the left side, shot goes up, no good. That was Paige Oth with a 3-pointer, it did not go, and down the floor come the Vikings.
Let's see if Colfax can slow it down just a little bit. Try to work something inside.
As Bovey backs out, now she tries to come down the right side, feeds it into the lane to Shipman, who lays it up and in. As Shipman came down the right side, Durand flowed out to meet her, and Shipman came down right behind her. We're going to get a whistle and a foul down on the Durand offensive end. Vikings commit the foul. Fouls on Best. That's her second personal. 4th team foul. Vikings up by 10. Paige Oth at the line. Shot goes up, it's no good. A number of substitutions for Durand. Weisenbeck, Bauer, and I think Hoyt came in. Second shot is good. 40-39. Vikings bring it down the floor. Best on the dribble. Nice shake and bake. Got her across the timeline. Feeds it over to the right side to Bertram Schofield. She gets it back out at Bovey. Bovey with it between the circles. Takes it into the lane. Puts the shot up. It does not go, but she drew the foul. I think she knew it too. I think she knew she was going to draw the foul on that, because she was kind of off balance.
Yeah, and she had to split the defense. Got a little bump.
So she goes to the line for 2. First shot's no good. The foul was on Weisenbeck. It's her second. 6th team foul, which means the rest of the way the Vikings will be in the bonus. Bovey with her second shot here. That one's good. Vikings back up by 10. Weisenbeck with it across the timeline. Ball gets tipped away by Bertram Schofield. She can't pick it up. It doesn't want to come up. Gives it to Barstead. Barstead with a jumper, no good. Rebound tipped around. And before it goes out of bounds, Durand saves it, and they come down the floor. Kilbottom with it at the top of the key. Now she backs out between the circles. Takes it over to the left side, comes down the left side of the lane, feeds that out into the corner. Now back out, high to Bauer. Over to Kilbottom, high, wide, and left. She spins, puts it up. It does not go. Vikings come away with a rebound. Vikings feed it down to Shipman, who lays it up and in. McKenna Shipman with her 14th point of the night. 43-31, Vikings up by a dozen. Bauer with it, gets it over to the left side. Now to Weisenbeck, then over to Kilbottom on the right. Kilbottom takes it to the lane, to the top of the key to Hoyt. Shot goes up, and we have a whistle and a foul on the Vikings.
I think it's on 24.
Hoyt's going to go to the line. Foul's on Emily Bertram Schofield. That's her second, 5th team on the Vikings. Hoyt's first shot is good. Second shot is good.
Emma Scott.
Hoyt takes a seat, and Kloyoth comes in. Oh, Hoyt did not come out. We thought Hoyt was going to come out, but it wasn't her. It was Kilbottom that went out. And the ball gets knocked away from the Vikings, and down the floor comes Kloyoth, puts up the three. No! Rebound taken down by Shipman. She gets it over to Best, who takes it across the timeline. Shipman with the three-pointer on the way. Knuckleball, it does not go in. That had no spin whatsoever. And down the floor come the Panthers. Down into the right corner is Bauer. She gets it out high, wide, and left to Bredong, and that shot is no good. And the Vikings bring it down. Up by 10, 3:14 to go. Bertram Schofield with it on the left side, loses the ball, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durand. Bovey to inbound. Gets it into Barstead. Feeds it over to Shipman in the lane, puts a shot up. It does not go, but she does draw the harm. McKenna Shipman to the line. Foul is on Bentley Bauer. That's her first personal, 7th team foul. First shot is up, no good. And off the back of the iron. Shipman's second shot. Off the front of the iron, no good. She grabs the loose ball off the floor, gets it out to Best. Best thought about the three, decides to get it over to Barstead instead. Barstead with it between the circles. Gets it over to Best. Best puts a move on, takes it down the right side, gets it back out high to Bovey, to Barstead. Barstead to Shipman. And we've got a whistle.
And a
foul.
On number 10.
That's Madison Sand. And that's her 4th. Bovey goes to the line. Jillian Bovey. Shot's good. She went hard on her wallet. She's kind of running on empty right now. Second shot is up. It's also good. But if she hits free throws like that, may she run on empty all night.
Yeah, she's got 9.
Down the floor comes Durand. Chloe with it. Gets it out between the circles to Hoyt. Over to Kilbottom, puts up the three, and she hit it. And we have a timeout on the floor. With 2:28 to go, it's Vikings 45, Durand 36. You're tuned to Viking Basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Join us at the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV for exciting Colfax High School boys basketball.
This is what we came in for.
Our next game will be on Thursday, December 16th when the Vikings host the Durand Panthers. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with Viking pregame at 6:55 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking boys basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV on Thursday, December 16th.
That's going to be an interesting one. Boys, Colfax Viking boys against the Durand Panthers right here 2 nights from tonight. It ought to be as interesting as this one. Vikings on top, 45-36. Long pass down the floor to Shipman. Stops in the lane, puts up the jumper. It goes in. Just like that pass to Alan Lazard on Sunday. In a little bit of traffic, but it still counted. Page off, with it out to Kilbottom. Over to the left side to Chloe, down into the corner to Hoyt. Hoyt. Cross-court pass to Sand, puts up the 3 and she hit it. 47-39. Vikings still on top. Minute 57 to go. Down the floor comes Best. She's still in the backcourt. And we're going to get a blocking foul. Blocking foul on Paige Off. It's her second personal, 9th team foul.
Yeah, good job by Jasmine Best there. She did a little move on her and picked up the foul.
Shot by Best is no good. Rebound by Shipman. Tried to pass it up, but it was knocked out of bounds by the Panthers. Shipman to inbound. Pass comes in to Barstead, to Bovey. She backs out, gets it over to Best. Best spins, gets it to Shipman. Back to Barstead. Vikings trying to run a little clock. Barstead with it, puts a little hip check. Now they feed it underneath to Barstead, or to Shipman. She puts it up. Ball got hammered out of bounds by Sand.
Yeah, good job by Madison Sand there to recover and get the block.
And to not foul Shipman in the process. Ball comes into Shipman. Minute 21 to go. Shipman puts a move on. Gets it out to Bovey.
Colfax going to run a little clock.
And Chloe off, reaches in, gets the foul. That's going to send Bovey to the line for 2 because Vikings are in the double bonus.
That's Chloe's first.
First shot is up. Bounces a couple times, does not go in. 47-39. Vikings up by 8. Make that 9. 48-39, a minute 13 to go.
Jillian's got 10.
And down the floor come the Panthers. Kilbottom with it. Takes it down the left side, lays it up, it goes in. We have a whistle and a timeout on the floor. 48-41, Vikings on top. You're tuned to Viking Basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Join us at the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV for exciting Colfax High School Girls Basketball. Our next game will be on Friday, December 17th when the Vikings travel to Boyceville to take on the Bulldogs. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with Viking pregame at 6:55 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking Girls Basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV on Friday, December 17th.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Vikings inbound the ball. And we have a foul. I think that's what we're going to have to do is finish it at the free throw line here. That's a foul on Paige Roth. It's her third personal. Best to go to the line for two. 58.7 to go. First shot is off the front of the iron. Second shot rims around and off. A productive foul that time for Durand. Down the floor comes Kilbottom. Feeds it off to the right side to Chloe Off. She drives the right baseline. Kicks it out to Hoyt. Hoyt's shot is up, no good. Rebound taken down by Best. And she gets fouled by Sand. That's going to be number 5 on Sand. So she's going to finish the night with 5 points.
Good job by Jasmine Best to box out there.
Now here's where the Vikings really do need to, they can put this away if they can sink their free throws. Otherwise they're leaving the door open for Durand. 39.6 seconds remaining. Best at the line for two. First shot is good. Second shot on the way. It's also good. 50-41. Vikings back up by 9. Kilbottom with it. She drives to the free throw line. Kicks it out to Bauer. Over to Hoyt. To Oth. Oth puts up the shot. It's no good. Rebound. Well, it just goes out of bounds. Vikings let it go out of bounds. Let a couple more seconds tick off. And the Vikings will have it. Barstead to inbound. They get it into Best. And they didn't call the foul that time as Best had to spin to get away. Feeds it underneath to Bertram Schofield. Gets it over to Shipman. They get it back out to Bobby. And they're going to get a whistle and a foul. That one's on Oth, Paige Oth. That's her 4th. Vikings pull off the line with 12.8 seconds left. First shot is up and good. Bobby with 11 tonight. I see a real interesting, second shot is up and good. Very interesting stat tonight. And we talked about this. Long shot goes up, no good. Rebound taken down by Oth. Shot goes up and good. And that's going to be the end of the game. Final score, Vikings 52. The Durand Panthers 43. That's a big win for the Vikings. Moves into 3-0 in the Dunn St. Croix Conference. Panthers drop to 1-1. And we've got Viking post-game coming up right after this timeout. You are tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand, trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Hi there, Russell here. I'm one of Santa's elves. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm his chief elf when it comes to making deliveries on Christmas Eve. It's a busy time here at the North Pole. We elves are pretty good at assembling things. That's why the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV asked me to assemble their Christmas gift to you. So here's what I've come up with. We're all going on a ride with Santa on Christmas Eve. Not his whole trip, but part of it. And I have the in-flight entertainment all lined up. So join me, Santa, and the Northern Light Webcasting Network along with NLWN-TV on Christmas Eve beginning at 7 p.m.
Thank you for joining us for Colfax Viking Girls Basketball. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Viking Post Game, where we'll take a look back at today's Viking game.
Time now for Viking Postgame, with a wrap-up of today's Colfax Viking Girls game. And now, Viking Postgame.
And we're back here at Colfax High School. Well, we should be. Hang on. There we go. I just had to hit it an extra time, evidently. I hit it the first time, but yeah, sometimes computers have a mind of their own. So Rick Olson here along with Dan Petchow, Jeff Gusta on the camera. And Dan, we had a heck of a ball game today.
Defensive battle, especially in the first half.
Yeah, Vikings come out on top, 52-43. They're a full game ahead in the loss column with Durand. That's a pretty important win. And we have Coach Sarar kind of heading her way up here right now. And so we'll just wait till she gets up here, because she is almost ready for us. And Coach, congratulations. That's a big win.
Yeah, it's a huge win. We're still first place in the Dun St. Croix. And anytime we can beat Durand, that's just a great win for the program. And our girls battled tonight, top to bottom. I thought, I was impressed with just our overall grit. I thought we outworked them, we out-hustled them, and it showed in the final score.
Yeah, in fact, I was a little concerned in the first half. You guys jumped out to a nice lead, 9-0. It was at 9:33 remaining when Durand finally scored their first 2 points. But from that point on, they outscored you 16-9 to the end of the first half. And it kind of looked like they had old momentum with them. But you said something to those girls at halftime that really seemed to turn things around. What on earth did you tell them?
Yeah, it's not, we didn't reinvent the wheel or anything like that, but, I thought we played great defense the whole game, okay? I knew, Durand's a great program. Darren does an awesome job with them. They were going to score. We knew that, but when they went on their run, we were just not, putting the ball in the basket. We had a couple careless turnovers, and then, next thing you know, they're right back in it, and that's, what's going to happen when you play good teams. But I was proud of our way to adjust and bounce back, and I thought second half when we went on our run, we didn't let them, answer.
Now, you've got a bit of prognostication ability built into you somehow, because I know in Coach's Corner today, we talked about the balanced scoring that you guys have, and you made the comment that when you have players like Maddie Barstead and Emily and McKenna putting up a lot of your points for you, that if they manage to find a way to shut down one of them, other people are going to come back and get them. And that's exactly what happened tonight, because they shut down Maddie Barstead. She did not score. But doggone it, Julie Bovian put in 11.
Yeah, you know what? Credit to Maddie, because she's the reigning Dun St. Croix Player of the Year. People are going to stop her from scoring. Okay, they know that. A lot of what we do runs through her. And I thought Maddie, did a great job. We always ask her to guard the other team's best player. She never takes a play off. I know she was frustrated that the ball didn't go in for her tonight, but she did so many other great things. We definitely wouldn't have won without her. But yeah, I mean, like you said, it's hard when everybody can score. Who do you pick to guard? So that's a blessing for us. And when, like you said, Maddie wasn't making buckets tonight, I was impressed with the way Jilly stepped up. I was impressed with the way Emily stepped up to get us those timely buckets. And even Jazzy had some key, drives to the hoop for us down the stretch.
And there were awful lot of terrific plays defensively by the Vikings where they get hands in the way and block shots. There were some mighty big plays by the Vikings to lead to this win.
Yeah, there was a ton of big plays, and I thought, we came out on the good end of almost all of them. So when that happens, then we're going to win. But these guys, they defend their butts off, and they leave it all out on the court, and that's all you can ask for.
Well, nice start to the Dunn St. Croix conference schedule. You're 3-0 in the conference, 7-1 overall. It's a nice way to start the season, and it's off to Boyceville on Friday.
Yep, we're excited to have a great start. We're hoping to keep it going.
Well, congratulations, and we have more Viking postgame coming up right after this.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
And we're back here at Colfax High School. 52-43, Vikings on top. They're the winners tonight. And Dan, why don't you let us know how we got to that score?
Yeah, here's the scores for Durand tonight. Their leader was Madison Kilbottom with 19. We had Chloe Oth with 7. We had Madison Sand with 5. We had Emma Hoyt, Paige Oth, and Bentley Bauer with 4. For the Colfax Vikings, their leading scorer tonight was number 42, McKenna Shipman, followed by Jillian Bovey with 12. We had Emily Bertram Schofield with 10. We had Jasmine Best with 9. We had Ainsley Olsen with 3. And Jeanette Hajdukobet with 2.
Okay. And so the scoring leader for all scorers tonight was Kilbottom for Durand with 19. But McKenna Shipman put in 16, and most of those were from two-point land. And what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls into the scoring thing, contributing to the victory tonight. And they were all important because that game never really felt like it was securely in the Vikings column until about 30 seconds left. Even though the Vikings had opened up a lead, we had seen Durand make runs, and so they're a good team, and the Vikings came out victorious.
Yeah, Durand did a great job of shutting down Colfax's threes tonight, and they had to make some adjustments, and good job by Coach Savard to get the girls into the paint and then make some free throws down the road.
And I'm sure she kind of downplayed it a little bit, but I'm sure she reminded them, smart passes, take shots when you get the chances, and keep shooting, because those ones that aren't going, they're going to start falling, and they did.
Yeah, Durand's defense was stingy tonight. Colfax only put up 52 points, and they usually, I think, probably average over 65, so Durand's a tough team.
That's exactly right. The Vikings are up in the mid-60s in the average points allowed, and, well, that'll drop a little bit, but you know what? The Vikings don't care one bit as long as they come away with this. This was a mighty big win, and it puts them securely in the lead for the Dunn St. Croix Conference, and looking for number 4, conference title 4 in a row, and they'd sure like to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's a different team this year, and good job by the players to buy into what Coach Durand is trying to do for this team, and they're rolling down the road 7-1.
Well, we'd like to invite you all to join us for more Viking girls basketball right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV on Friday. That's December 17th, as the Viking girls will travel over to Boyceville and take on the Boyceville Bulldogs in Dunn St. Croix Conference action. Live coverage will begin with Viking pregame beginning at 6:55 p.m. That'll be followed by all the live play-by-play action. That's Colfax Girls Basketball Friday night right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Also, don't forget we have boys basketball coming up in 2 nights. Thursday night, the Viking boys will take on the Durand Panthers in a Dunn St. Croix Conference matchup, and that one is a big one on the boys' side. Durand is on top in the conference, and the Vikings want to make sure they keep pace in that race because they're only 1 game back. So our coverage will begin with Viking pregame. It starts at 6:55. It's going to be followed by all the live play-by-play action. That's Viking boys basketball on Thursday, December 16th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN-TV, and that one will also be on Viking TV. Don't forget also the Bloomer Colfax wrestling team is going to travel over to Boyceville on Thursday to take on the Bulldogs in a dual meet. That wrestling action gets underway at 7 p.m. Hey, don't forget also to start making your plans to tune into either the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service or NLWN-TV for our holiday gift to you 2021. We're going to bring you the finest in Christmas-themed old-time radio programs, including the famous Campbell Playhouse production of Orson Welles and Lionel Barrymore in Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. That's Christmas Eve beginning at 7 p.m. right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. So for Dan Petchow, this is Rick Olson, Jeff Gust on the camera. We want to remind you that tonight's Colfax High School basketball game is brought to you by the Colfax Animal Hospital, Dairy State Bank, Anderson Bridges, Slayton's Technology, Pleasant Valley Properties, Aaron's Customs Baling, Fit Fam Nutrition of Colfax, and Kyle's Buff and Shine. You make sure you thank these fine sponsors. Get their names right, too, even if I don't. Bringing you Colfax Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Final score once again, Vikings 52, the Durand Panthers 43. You've been tuned to Viking Postgame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV and Viking TV.
You've been listening to Viking Postgame, a wrap-up of today's Colfax Viking Girls game. You can catch Colfax Vikings games by tuning in to any of the Northern Light Webcasting Network outlets. This has been a production of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.